going to be interesting. 6-7 RS, absolute pioneers of this setup. Just two absolute menaces on these guns versus a team based around big old Greg here on this shack mesh. Alright. It looks like we're getting a bit of buffering here coming into this opening one. I might just quickly cut to low bandwidth. We are maybe 10 seconds out as 6-7 RS immediately taking this high ground. I'm going to have to cut back here. Oh my goodness. I might use Ward's POV real quick because this is looking a bit bad. So just ignore the fact that this is currently the POV of our man Ward on this fight. I'm just gonna do that. As opening fight starts up.
A few things to note. Sorry, Mr. Falls, before you get into it.
Yeah.
It looks like teams have offered to go for double heavy light and double heavy light. That even in scrims, as we've been seeing, is looking towards what's going to be better.
Absolutely. As we see an initial blending, Capybara Armada taking 2 picks immediately back to back. Greg and Ward both coming back up here. They do spot MrAxolotl pushing forwards to finish up this kill, but they do revive Ensyy and MrAxolotl. Tactical wipe here to reset. Apologies for the quality. There's currently some buffering. I just have it on low while it catches back up. Fingers crossed we can get a higher quality one soon. But yeah, that is about
anyway, it looks like they're going for a reverse gate hold into, I don't know, what do you call this building, Mr. Falls? I can't remember, but boy, is it awful to push.
It is basically Hospital on Seoul, but on Fortune Stadium.
Oh, with jump pads.
As we see Ward, they catch the rotate across here. The whole team of 6-7 RS moving all the way back, and they are moving up and in. As Greg...
The unfortunate thing here is that 6-7 RS is in. They're quickly climbing, and well, Capybara Armada's gonna have to do something to stop them from just walking in and doing what they want.
Absolutely here, as Ensyy and Ward getting picked off immediately. RPG from Greg does not land, and here comes the entirety of 6-7 RS to absolutely clean them up.
And you know what was the whole cause of that fight going that way, Mr. Falls? A perfectly timed quick grenade from MrAxolotl.
That man does not miss. As finally, we get a bit of quality on the screen. I apologize for the buffering earlier and the low quality. Fingers crossed we can keep up with the game from here. As we are seeing Capybara Armada getting a close spawn. No spawn blocking, of course, from the other side. They're going to swing wide here on this closer angle, but Ward gets picked. In the meantime, they have to make a decision. Oh no, he does get the gate off. They do manage to cross, and it looks like they're being chased down here. Chicko leading the charge on this bottom side. They're making their way up, not bothering to revive Ward. Instead, staying at this 2, trying to winch this point back, but it clips on the box. They have to force double C4 blast Greg, and then Glitch tries to come through here, but here comes Rusty Feet. Charges them in, cleans them up. And Capybara Armada will not be having a chance at this first cash out. Just honestly,
yeah, well, that's a guaranteed point for 6-7 RS at the moment. Absolutely. It's gonna be a very tough game for Capybara Armada if they keep going like this. But it's only 1 point into 3 maps, so there's always time for things to go different.
Absolutely. As next Vault spawning across towards the area. What is it, Sector 3? You know Sector 3, right? As Capybara Armada gating straight up. Although they are going to be on the high ground contested by 6-7 RS. They don't realize now, although they have spotted Chicko charging forwards with this mesh shield out. They're going all the way in. RPG clips for a bit. And here comes the surround. Huge RPG.
A lot of RPGs coming out.
A ridiculous amount of damage here as Greg gets picked off. Manages to get good off, but the angle is now wide open again. Ward eats a huge amount of damage from MrAxolotl, and he gets swung on. Another team wipe for 6-7 RS. Just moving too fast. The second they get that information, the second they see where they need to be, those RPGs come in, those C4s come in. A ridiculous amount of damage if you stay in that position. And Capybara
Fools,
Armada.
you're a smart person. You're smarter than me, at least, when it comes to the finals. What can Capybara Armada be doing different to secure some of these team fights, or to secure some picks in these fights?
They just need to be a bit more off from each other here. If they can spot this move in and glitch preemptively, this double RPG on the other side will be devastating. It's just a matter of finding their way in here. Capybara opting to go for this low ground, taking this more closed angle pad as Greg pushes out here, and they do manage to cross safely, uncontested. No damage taken either way. Now, this position is going to be incredibly hard to push from Capybara. They have no real choice here, although they do group up. Ward gets spotted here, takes a good bit of damage. Axolotl looking to swing on this position as Ensyy is isolated from the team, but he manages to get out, looking to reset here. Ward trading damage down again, extremely low, gets picked by Axolotl and nothing in return. Greg and Ensyy still on this back corner, getting absolutely surrounded. Here comes the burst from Chicko, and another cleanup. Capybara Armada just never able to find a comfortable position to start the fight in. Ward trading too much damage and then not being able to get out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think unfortunately there, Ward got a little bit greedy. There were options on how to approach this fight, and I think the best thing they could have done is maybe thrown a glitch up from the backside into that room and just get room control instead of trying to take the fight head to head. It's going to be very tricky to take head-to-head fights against a team like MrAxolotl.
Absolutely. Although, spawn blocking here isn't actually that effective. Axolotl looking to try and catch, glitches the gate, but just a moment too late. Now he has to gate backwards here. Ward taking a bit of damage, but they're going to get under this cash out. One RPG to drop, and they can try and force this. 1-4 down. Ward takes a good bit of damage. He has a defensive gate, but here comes Axolotl pushing in solo. As Ensyy tries to get the steal. He gets...
Oh, charging slam knocks him off.
I mean, 6-7 RS. Absolutely in charge here.
That's our first down. First of 3.
Honestly, it happened too quick.
It did go too quick. 6-7 RS have shown why they were champions last series. They're all vying for Ruby in ranked at the moment, and it's just going to be hard to take those fights.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard here, Capybara Armada not able to find a single kill after the initial fight. Ward taking both, but I mean, 6-7 RS just exactly where they need to be, always at each other's backs, making sure that any damage they even begin to deal on the Capybara side is immediately responded to with much more than...
Same gadgets! So, they're just gonna brawl it out and see who can make the most of it.
Alright. Getting in, we are seeing a weapon change here. The Shack going to the Lewis for Greg, and Ensyy, I think, picking up the Shack. So opting for something a bit more sort of mid-range across the board. As I'm gonna sadly have to switch to the 144p view for this game. As we see Capybara Armada immediately zipping up to Con. In the meantime, it looks like 6-7 RS using Con to move over towards this vault with no scouting.
Yes, they were a bit split, but they quickly got themselves back together, and they're not going to tap box. They want to feel out where Capybara Armada is before they do anything. They are not irrational, silly players who are going to rush their game.
I mean, 6-7 RS a bit lost on where Capybara are until they do reveal themselves on this composition. Now jumping down, it looks like Greg and Ward sweeping down to try and steal this cash out. RPG to scout immediately as Ward swings down, is going to spot them. Does spot Axo moving across here. But Ward opening up. Gets picked off, finds both of the hits, does a good bit of damage, but it's not enough. The mesh catching RPG stops this push and a charge slam onto the isolated Ensyy. This SA-12 is going to rip through. If they can finish him off, a dome shield at good timing almost saves them there. A clutch move break, but now he's going to have to eat the entirety of 6-7 RS with a single burst. He just gets annihilated.
It's a cruel world out there, isn't it, fools? They managed to find something, Nearly, and Ward unfortunately gets caught with his pants down by the two heavies that didn't rotate with the light. Honestly, watching that, I was expecting Axo to try to evacuate his team from the situation, but his heavies made the most of it. Yep. Kudos to Chicko and Rusty.
It looks like Capybara on the other side. Yeah. They've crossed. They're already across the bridge. Does 6-7RS even know about this? They are making some noise here, and it looks like they've been spotted out on the roof. 6-7RS positioning to try and look out towards this. Fully splitting up on this height, so nothing can be achieved on this section. They spot them on this outside position.
You do not want to go out there, Capybara Armada. That is the wrong place to walk out.
All of 6-7RS dropping here. A glitch each one. They delay for a bit. The second glitch does nothing here. It looks like they're going to force this fight down on the corner here as Greg peeks into a huge amount of damage from Axolotl M11. And 6-7RS split off.
Axolotl rotating to get the best on the team.
Axolotl by himself here is going to triple dash out, and here comes the 1-2 with the SA-12 baited in. All three coming forwards to try and kill him here as Greg gets annihilated. A wonderful bait from 6-7RS to swap out. One man runs, and another one comes in to take his place. And then here comes that RPG from the side, cleans them up completely. Just solid team play from 6-7RS.
It was so close. It was so close, Falls. I can taste victory in the arms of Capybara Armada. But unfortunately for them, I don't think there's enough time to make an appropriate push on this first point.
Alright, well, yeah, as we can see, Capybara Armada agreeing with your assessment here, all padding up to Con as Ward takes this high ground position, is going to hear them moving across here as Greg looks to assume a position where they can trade and maybe jump back down. As, I'm mistaken here, due to the low quality, I couldn't notice that Ensyy was down there with him, as here comes Rusty Pete, making his way up. He's going to get surrounded here. Greg actually gets pinched from two pads at once. And now, Capybara Armada having to dive towards this. Axolotl charges forwards, but an RPG clips Ensyy, and Ward
wins the fight against Axo! Yes! It's fantastic stuff to see, but it's not something he can make real value off of.
I mean,
sending himself to the void to get hit by a car below, they've opted to reset for the next fight.
Absolutely. As Volt was behind them the whole time, it looks like 6-7RS having a bit of trouble making their way over there. We all know in comp, the second that, no matter how confident you are, you just start flubbing your movement, no matter how good you are. And MrAxolotl, of course,
look, man,
these nerves getting to him.
Fighting's easy, walking's hard.
Absolutely here as 6-7RS getting this position. It looks like Capybara Armada going to be able to get in here. Looks like they might glitch this gate to prevent this rotate. Does the glitch hit? It does. But in the meantime, Greg, the only one on the high ground, takes half of his health and is going to get chased down here. Axolotl scouting for the team, is going to spot Ward moving forwards here. Tries to catch him. And here comes Rusty Pete as well.
What's the smart thing to do here, fools? Are they going to pick the fight, or are they going to decide this fight's not worth it and they're going to rotate this thing?
I'm sorry, did you see the glitch literally catch Enzyy's the frame came out? Like, actually the frame released it from his hand. As 6-7RS, 2 steps ahead, honestly. Just a ridiculous cleanup. Like, that glitch timing, it left his hand and was already glitched. Like, how do you win a fight off that, honestly?
Ooh, poor throw. You shouldn't be taking those from the 3-point line. What are we seeing here, Mr. Fools? They're really...
Are they sandbagging? Like, genuinely?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Oh my god,
holy
ridiculous amount of damage.
Good night, Mr.Axolotl.
Axo and Chicko get absolutely blasted here. Rusty Pete in the 1v3, looking, he has the vault and he's throwing it away.
The zipline's gone.
He's being traded.
Oh my god.
What even happened just there? Greg taking a good bit of damage. Rusty Pete's going for the slap. Okay, a bit ambitious. We'll stagger their respawn.
Oh,
Why'd he do it?
Man, I think Capybara Armada just got up there early, heard the zzz from the zip line and said, we're gonna double RPG this. We're gonna keep it simple. And it worked. You can't say it didn't work. We saw MrAxolotl get flattened faster than he could realize what was going on.
Yeah, Capybara managing to play pace for once. You see the danger, like the prowess of their lineup. If they're able to find these fights in the right position, you get annihilated. As Ward is going to spot the movement up here, he's going to try and scramble back to his team. Spots the barricades being placed up. There's no real cover on the Capybara side. RPG comes out, clips Ensyy for a good amount of damage. Ward also taking a good bit. They have to drop out of this position. And they don't really
Ensyy,
have much
turn
to do.
around! There's a
Axolotl!
man behind you!
Chicko just jumped off the map. If they wait a couple seconds, they have the numbers here. Greg pulling back. They have... They gate actually back to rotate. And it's numbers for Capybara. What a miracle. Chicko.
They need to make the biggest advantage of this that they can. Every point counts in this league. You can have your wins. The second your match wins, you need the points to make up for that difference. MrAxolotl gets found.
Spotted out. They are rabid pushing for him here. 12 health remaining, and they are swinging. Here comes Rusty Pete to try and go for this 1-2. Axolotl gets picked, and Greg with the mesh shield heals for his team. They are back on this cash out. 2-on-3 yet again. Chicko managing to coin back in. He's going to make his play towards this point. But Capybara are right here. He spots him on the move. RPG catching.
Oh no, the quad Ensyy with his pants down.
Ensyy though healed straight back up. Here comes the push from 6-7 RS to try and find one. Ward and Ensyy both low, but Greg here on the side angle gets one. Chicko picked off, and it's just Rusty Pete. And less than half health. He does manage to find one. But he's gonna have to somehow run away from this. There's no chance
Is he gonna
anymore.
stall for the coin from MrAxolotl, or is that fight done? And the question is answered. It's fight done.
Capybara Armada taking their first cash out of this set in shocking fashion, turning this quick pace into an advantage, and then a small flub, or even a huge flub, a huge mistake.
Mate, falling off the map is a pretty big flub. Chicko straight to Div 3, no questions.
Zucchini asking how many bears deep are you? The answer is 3 G&Ts and no bears.
I am sober. Thank you.
Unfortunately. As we see Capybara Armada, Chicko peaks on top, 100 health remaining. He's gonna get 1-2 here. Greg also peeling with this mesh shield.
Axo caught 2, not looking very healthy, but he's trying to find that off spot so he can catch the box carrier, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
What the hell's going on?
His
Chicko trying to climb straight at Axolotl. Coming in on the back, they get spotted out by Greg though. They managed to do something with this. Here comes the climb. 6-7 is pushing in, but Chicko gets picked off. Axolotl.
Is this another win? Is this another fight win for Capybara Armada?
Axolotl swinging back down here. He's going to be scouted.
It is!
Absolutely annihilated.
It is!
Capybara. Back-to-back wins, boys.
We're so back. Capybara Armada is so back. Now, we can't pick sides. Yeah.
I absolutely want to pick a side here. I want Capybara to win.
No, we don't pick sides, and we don't pick the sides of our friends. However, we will always root for the underdog, because man, is it entertaining when the underdog wins.
Crane shockingly still up this far into the game, as 6-7 RS on this low ground. Heading up.
Oh, Ward.
Ward in a weird position here. Eats an RPG, but manages to find his way out. Gates away, but he's going to be chased down here. And looks like both heavies on the high ground. A bit of a weird, unconventional option here.
Yeah, they're just watching, hanging out, making sure Ward's okay.
Axolotl trades a huge amount of health away, actually. He doesn't really have much here, as they're going to try and position for this. These two heavies on the crane are being absolute bastards. There it goes, the crane! Oh my god, Ensyy's off the map! It's just Greg and Ward to defend here.
No, this is bad, but there's only about 20 seconds left on that cash out. If they can stall and they're
no real position.
Oh no, the crane's blocked them. They can't get back. That's it.
There's still a small chance. Ward getting a good amount of damage, but it gets instantly healed off. Greg in the meantime manages to pick one. finds 2, but he's not going to be able to clean up Chicko in the
I don't know, man.
time. Oh
30
my God.
health to fight an SA heavy. I would not call that a fight you want to take. It is so unfortunate that Ensyy fell into the pit down with the crane.
Yeah, he actually had enough, and I think he bebopped, kept his momentum from falling off the crane, and that's how he died. Or, like, that's what it looked like. Genuinely, I assume they broke the crane, but it broke at such a weird position that, like, genuinely, I think it might have been Masuka's call in chat that the heel ball managed to do a little bit of cheeky physics and break the crane.
Cheeky physics bugging.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought crane was going to stay up. It looked like from what we could see from our POV, from what I was looking at least, that I thought the front fell off.
What, the front fell off? That's highly
Yeah, but
unusual.
I don't know. But the front's not meant to fall off.
Well,
but it did.
Yeah.
And then the rest went as well.
Well, it's quite lucky that the rest of the crane fell beyond the environment, so it didn't really hurt anyone at the end of the day. We're looking at the stat line here. Chicko doing a good amount here, but this was an absolute bloodbath. Ensyy and Greg, on the other hand, these double heavy doing so much. Ward with almost 4k healing. Just ridiculous. This man is basically playing medium, but also he's got a gateway.
Medium, but with movement. Oh wait, hold on. That's just medium, isn't it?
Okay, there we go. I've never seen that before. Okay. Going into our final match. HHL, yet again, we're going into Bernal. As I'm gonna.
Do we think we're gonna see a HML in Div 1?
Surely. I think we saw HML in one game of Not Fast versus Bernie's, didn't we?
1 or 2, but they don't really want to play HML. They want to do the same thing as everyone else has been doing this series with the double heavy light 2.
Yeah, I really want to see a medium running Shockwave and like the Chimera. That would be so cool. I really feel like that sort of movement would be ridiculously funny, especially with the aggro like pace at which the game has been played. Bernal, of course, always opening up with the standard rooftop engagements. Everyone's going to be cagey. Everyone's looking for the right moment to push in.
The ugliest poke fight of the century.
Yeah. But the beauty of Bernal is that you have these fights and then it opens up into the best cash out play of any map, in my opinion. As
well, there's plenty of walls. If you got charge and slam, and I know one of our teams do.
Yeah.
Walls are your friend.
As yes.
But there's a bit of a feeling out period. Chicko really separated from his team, just zoning and trying to take a feel for where players are. And his core Ward.
Ward is an RPG, taking range damage from the SA-12, and he's gonna get picked by
Axo finds him.
As they swarm in here, Chicko on the offensive will find both of the heavies. Is a bit scared to push that, but he's going to get a bit of his poke damage. Here comes a C4 to try and punch the position. Clips into a ridiculous amount of damage, but it's good off.
Chicko, mate, Chicko's IQ, his game IQ, I should say, because I don't know about him as a person.
His outer game IQ
it's
in
really,
question here.
It's really showing. That C4 was pre-prepped ages ago, and
solid
holy shit,
1-2.
Axo feeds!
Axolotl walks straight to the side of this winch and gets clipped. Greg gets picked off in the meantime. Ward the last alive, but he's going to look and try and find Chicko here. Glitches the gate.
Oh no, you should have held the res, buddy!
Oh my god. It's a 1v1. Chicko peeking on the angle. 2 health. No! The SA-12 finds him. Ward could have stuck the
What
res.
are we doing? You could have held it. They were scared. They actually feared you.
Alright. Well, getting back in here. 6-7 RS looking to run to A, getting a bit lost in the meantime, as they seem to do on every single cash out we've seen so far. But Capybara Armada looking to swing in. Where are they? So coming up on the south side, they spot Axolotl on this height. Get a bit of damage, but Greg crossing via the low ground. They're looking to try and make their way in and then make a gate play from this section here. Although, at the ready, Axolotl with his glitch.
Oh, Chicko's hungry, man. Chicko is pushing in, ready for a fight, ready to get more frags, ready to aura farm, really.
Ward gets picked.
As, Ward unfortunately gets picked by Rusty.
Here comes the charge and slam. Walls are his friend as he swarms through and cleans them up. Rusty Pete, Chicko, Axolotl, just the second they see, they poke, they create a tiny opening and obliterate them.
6-7 RS is perhaps the hungriest team in a comp game I've ever seen.
Are they trying to kill Chicko?
They had a single eyesight on one of their teammates and just went, we pushed that, yeah?
Yeah. Look, I landed an RPG for 30 damage. We gotta clean up right now.
And it worked.
Capybara coming from a new angle this time. It doesn't look like it's been scouted yet, as they opt.
Oh, Chicko knows. Chicko can smell them.
Spots two here. RPG does not clip. A dome shield stops him. He's got to throw a gas down on this staircase. They open up the wall, looking to maybe witch this back inside and then go for the push here. But an RPG from
Holy
Rusty.
RPG from Rusty clips everyone.
And a glitch here as well. They got to swarm in on this position. Ensyy looking to try and do anything to fend them off. But he has to shoot through thousands of health worth of shields. Gets picked off. Ward and Greg not that far behind. 6-7 RS.
I hate to say it. I don't know if you were seeing what I was seeing, but everyone got stuck on that door. Nobody wanted to be the person to turn around and say door open.
6-7 RS griefing each other on this Axolotl revive. Rusty Pete trying to hold it. Good tracking to keep it in there. Clutch play from him.
Chicko does not want Rusty Pete to get the early Amethyst res badge.
Well, it seems like Axolotl doesn't want Chicko to be alive either. As what the hell just did that much damage? Are they just like standard gas for ages? Why are two of them less than half? Kicking out with the mesh shield in the open here. This position is not safe at all. Glitch will clean out the mesh as Axolotl splits off a bit for them. Reverse gating.
The gate.
Chicko, bit ambitious there. Swings out to his death, and they trade nothing.
Chicko showing why his name has been changed to Chudko. That was a bit of a burger play, brother.
As I mean, what the hell do you do now? Axolotl and Rusty Pete. Okay, he's looking to push.
What do we do? We play the poke fight for the next 5 minutes, and eventually someone on a team will die, and maybe we'll get a push.
Looks like here.
And a push we got. Ward cleaning up Rusty Pete, making the most of it, but Chicko... Is that a coin from Chicko?
It is a coin from Chicko. Here he comes. RPG hits and nothing. He's walking forward to the kill. He realizes the position is a bit doomed. And he's looking to try and C4 trap and hide here as we get some buffering.
Oh, Ensyy and Greg both trying to corner Chicko, but Chicko drops him.
Yeah.
Now what?
Pulls him out here. Apologies for the buffering.
It's just Chicko. It's a coin from Rusty Pete as well. This is a bit of a trickle feed fight for the cash box that
looks
it's
like
not there
Capybara
anymore, but it looks
just
like
leave. By the way, they're not trying to clean up any of these kills.
letting 6-7 RS reset.
6-7 RS just looking to walk straight through the open here. Trying to get to this gateway, are they? I mean, they're looking at it.
Free gateway.
Looks like it's got a timeout. Oh no, not even. They're just opting to take the
No, they don't actually want
waiting for their medium jump pad, I guess, while standing in this bizarre position. As
yes,
two of them
the
swing
famed
out.
medium jump pad on the double heavy light team. What are they going to do?
I mean, what else are they doing there, man? I mean, just waiting for a gateway up to the roof, I'm guessing. As
I have no clue. I'm really hoping.
Here comes the gateway. Get out! Get out!
There we go.
Run! One chips two. Drops the point. Greg jumps off the side.
Axo
And
gone.
picks off Axolotl.
Goodbye.
I think a barrel nailed him from the side there.
Ooh. The barrel trades are massive
no! Why'd
today.
you do that?
Greg, turn around.
Greg getting chased down by Chicko here. He's got to not find the kill.
Oh,
Ward
they find
coming
the
in the meantime. And now Rusty Pete, the last alive on this cash out, gonna try and charge and slam. Double taps Ensyy, but he's gonna get obliterated.
Ensyy takes it.
I mean,
6-7 RS, you cannot be throwing your fights like that. Don't get me wrong. You guys have a bit of a fat lead, but those leads disappear quickly when you start getting a little bit silly with your gameplay.
I mean, the second you slip up, this is Division 1, we have to say. And Capybara Armada
These are the
reminding
best that These are the best that we could manage to get from OCE. There's others out there if you're willing to play.
I've heard a couple potential good teams that could sign up.
Good side.
Yeah.
Good wood. Fine. But
6-7 RS, no time on this cash out remaining. They're looking to try and intercept here on this movement. Chicko gets spotted out. 3-man RPG. Here comes the C4 behind him as well. Clips Ward and picks him off. And now he's going in. Mitch does not nail him, but there's Mesh on charge forward. He's going to get gooed off. It's going to be a 1v2. Although Ensyy not doing enough here to save Greg's life. Rusty Pete swinging in from the side will pick them off.
these fights are grossfuls. Your light. I know they've swapped out the medium, and you can say medium's the most valuable pick that you can get on the team. But when you have double heavy, God, if you don't have a good light, or if your light dies early and you have no glitch to take care of shields or mesh, it's a really bad fight.
Yeah, just want to say apologies for the poor quality. It's either this or buffering that makes it even more unwatchable. So I hope this is good enough for now. We should have this fixed later tonight. Another rooftop fight, Bernal. A new vault available. Axolotl is low, and it looks like Greg's gonna push him. A C4 clips him, and here comes the RPG. Chicko trades a bit of health for it, but it's not nearly enough as he sprints out of there.
No, there's exactly what we're saying. They've lost the light. They're gonna have to take this fight in a fairly measured way to make the most of it. But they're just getting pushed.
Chicko charging forward. This mesh shield prevents another kill as Greg. I mean,
Greg with the suicide bomb.
Best he can do.
Oh yeah, there's not much when you're getting shoved around like that.
Yes, sir. Axolotl now pulling this point back to B. I mean, not much else to say here. They have prepped as much as they want to. Looking to go for spawn blocks here. As Capybara Armada. Where the hell are they? Oh my god, they're in! Oh my god, they came in behind!
They're there! They're there! Fucking such a good spawn, not even winging.
Chicko annihilated!
They
Why did he get traded out?
Chicko!
RPG hits nothing though, and Ensyy gets picked off!
Oh
One
no,
v2.
and it's just Greg.
I mean, if one man could do it, look at that damage he got on Axolotl. C4 manages to clip actually, but not nearly enough there.
Axo's hunting, Axo's looking for Greg, but I don't know if he's gonna find him. He's sniffing him out. We can see that he is.
Spots out Greg. He's gonna trade down. Are you sure about that, man? Here comes Rusty Pete.
And Chicko coins.
They have coin advantage. Axo's
coins.
just a number down, although they're gonna stick this res here actually. It's going to be a 3v3.
And it's a full reset for Cappy. It's a full reset for everyone. Sorry, I'm talking out of my ass.
Capybara Armada looking to get back together here as they just need to find this high ground position. Rusty Pete having to pad back up here. They burnt all of their healing. Axolotl as well getting tagged here as Ensyy, Greg push forwards. RPG clips nothing. The
big RPG block.
The glitch. They pick one. Ensyy managing to live here through everything. It's just Axolotl remaining. Capybara Armada might have just done it here as Ward chasing in. Axolotl almost winning the one here. One health on him now as Ward swings through.
That's it.
I mean, no, there's certainly another chance.
Is that a map? Is that a map for the underdogs?
They could hold this. I mean, there's not much time left.
By the time they respawn, what's left? 20 seconds, 15 seconds? It's a very short window to secure that game.
I mean, no gate pad. You're not going to be able to close this distance too much, although they aren't spawn blocking here. Spawning in the barn. Are they going to reach in time? It doesn't really look like it.
No, don't be silly fools. Capybara Armada.
We're getting the countdown now. There's no way. There's no way. They can't even reach it. No one's going to get on top of it in time. As Capybara Armada taking a game.
Greg's standing there menacingly.
Alrighty.
That's a game for Capybara Armada.
Hell yeah. I forgot to mark that 6-7 RS was up on their second game. That is my bet. But yeah. Looks like the set is going to end 2-1 for the Armada. I'm going to quickly cut back. Am I? No, let's have a look at the stats. Let's have a look at the stats for this final absolute slog of a game.
Fools.
What's
the
up?
Teams are close this series. I don't know who has money on who, But we're watching, and I don't mean this in any kind of a rude way. We just watched the team that willingly forfeited from playing last series take the best team. And take a point last game as well. So,
yeah.
there's
Absolutely.
potential.
Looking at the scoreline, Ward, top kills, but lowest combat by far. Same with Axo on the other side, also lowest combat. This was a heavy fight, and Ward doing so much healing. Almost, what, 5.3k? My god, that man was just there to support. And steal his teammates' kills.
He knows where his H-infuser is.
Yeah, he sure can press that button on his keyboard. Absolute carry for the team, genuinely. As, yeah. I mean, not much else to say here. 8 kills for Rusty Pete. The man's still trying his best 8k combat score. He is, despite his team
head
jumping
and
around,
shoulders
throwing,
above.
he's trying.